Okay, guys, so welcome to another series, and today we're going to cover some really useful cheat sheets that I want to give to you as Intelligent Automation Simplified members of our community. Obviously, you'll get this for free, and I want to walk you through how you can use this to improve your automation game, to overcome some challenges or some or overcome some or avoid some mistakes as well that you or your automation team may be making, so that you can navigate past that and start speeding up delivery and getting your business transformed digitally with automation technologies. So we're going to take a look at this opportunity discovery model, because if you're struggling to build a pipeline, if you have an empty backlog, there's not many projects, or perhaps you've got a few projects, but you can't find any big transformational ones. You've only got small use cases, small automations that you've found so far. So we're going to take a look at this discovery model, and this is going to show you how you can scan your entire business and build a massive pipeline of automation opportunities, how to prioritize them, and how to find the best of the best of the best. How to find those quick win opportunities that are going to be both quick to deliver, but also they're going to provide high returns. They're going to be very impactful as well. So let's just get straight into it. So firstly, you want to zoom out. You want to take a look at the entire business, the different teams and departments within your business. And so the idea is to start collecting really high level data on departments and teams within your business to understand, what do they do? What are they all about in general? You might want to map out a very high level end-to-end process of that customer journey through those teams or departments, and understand how complex and how suitable different departments and teams may be for automation opportunities. For example, something in a finance department would be a lot more suitable for automation, pure automation, because of its logical nature, a lot of numbers, a lot of structured data like Excel documents, compared to something like sales and the sales team or customer service, which is a lot more interactive with people and would require maybe some natural language processing, if anything, to help with the automation. So very high level data on departments and teams. Get a good understanding of how suitable a process within those teams might likely be for automation. Start to understand the different processes that they have within those teams, and collect the high level. You'll take the processes through a high level checklist to understand suitability. But as you can see right at the bottom, we're in the 70% confidence level. It's not an exact science, and we're not 100% sure that these processes are suitable for automation and processes we want to work on, but we're fairly certain. And included in this discovery model, obviously you'll receive a link to download it, and it comes with the checklist. But that checklist criteria helps to quickly look through all the different processes in different teams to understand what's suitable and where the value is. So you're gathering high level data at this point to get a feel for automation suitability, get a feel for how much value, how much savings can be made, and intangible benefits like customer service improved or compliance, etc. And also have an understanding of how complex different processes in different teams would be. But also, you want to align this to, at this level, you want to understand the corporate objectives, what senior leadership teams want to achieve, to see how you can use those objectives to prioritize opportunities later on. So you're using both the high-level senior leadership team's objectives, but also the pains and the problems that teams are experiencing as well. And this is all going to help you start building out that roadmap and building out that opportunity landscape where you think the opportunities exist throughout different departments and teams. So now you've got, like you say, you've collected a whole list of manual processes that exist in each team. You understand the team structures, i.e., you've got this department. You understand there's teams within that department. You understand sub teams that may exist there, and you understand the different relationships between the teams, how they interact at this point. And then at this point as well, you've got, like I say, you've got that long list of process data that you've gathered. You understand the volume of work for each process. You understand roughly how much time it takes to process, or a better word would be to manage those processes. And then from understanding how much volume of work they have times by the handling time or the time to complete a process, you understand how much time could be saved per process. So you've got that collected in the list. Like I said, this model comes with the checklist, where you can collect all this information. And now you've gathered all the information into a long table. And if you've done this right, you've spent time with different departments and you've collected all this information from each department. So you're probably looking at maybe hundreds of different processes, or at least 100 processes, depending on your team. At least, each team or department may have at least, 20 to 50, even if you're in a small company. So now we're on to prioritization. So you're looking at the data, you've collected the data, now you're looking at the data and you're starting to analyze where the best opportunities are. So you understand the savings because you understand how much time each process takes on average. You understand the corporate objectives, and therefore you can gauge which opportunities can help towards those objectives and help solve those team pains and problems. And then you also, from your checklist, your suitability checklist, you've taken all the processes through that assessment, and you know which processes are highly suitable for automation. So using those metrics, you can start to prioritize. You can prioritize by financial benefits, by intangible benefits, and by also the complexity of a process, i.e., how quick and easy it is to implement an automated solution per process. So now you can filter out all those automation suitable opportunities, and that is what you would call the automation catalog. So it's a lot shorter list. So you may, if you had maybe 100, maybe 80% of those, or maybe 80%, maybe even 50% of those processes are suitable for automation, or at least pure automation. And you can take a look at bringing in intelligent automation later on for anything that was left. But this automation catalog is the list of all the processes that you have which are suitable for automation in your business. And you can prioritize that using the metrics we discussed. Preferably, you may want to prioritize that by finding the biggest opportunities, the ones that save the most, and are also the easiest and least complex to automate as well. So one way to actually find the big opportunities, the big transformational ones, is using the 80-20 rule. And essentially, this is just putting your data into a Pareto chart. And we do have an application on our website that does this for you. But you can put the data straight into a Pareto chart, and it will show you the biggest opportunities where you most likely would find the best projects to start working on. Because 80-20 basically means that 20% of processes, 20% of all the processes make up 80% of savings. So in another way, if you have 100 processes, 80% of time saved for the whole business is in only 20 processes. So obviously you want to find those 20 processes, because if you automate those 20 processes out of 100, you've automated almost all your business. So it's a very simple and powerful rule, the 80-20 rule. And we go into it. I've gone into it in some videos, some other videos that you may have seen that explains it a little bit deeper. But basically, that's how you will just pull out straight away the top opportunities, a handful of opportunities that make up most of the savings that you're going to achieve by automating your business. And so when you find those 20%, top 20% of processes, you can just look at those and say, okay, so which team has most of these processes? Maybe it's finance that has most of the processes in the top 20%. So then that's your target team. That's probably the best place to start, because you're going to find big opportunities. They're going to save a lot of time. It'll deliver a lot of benefit to your business. But there's only and you only need to automate a handful, and you've made some massive impact on your business. So then that team would be the best place to start and focus your automation team. So now you zoom in. So you found your target team. You zoom in, and it makes sense to spend time with a team instead of going from one process to the next in different teams. You want to keep that team engaged. You don't want to just automate a process and leave them for a month and then come back later. This start-stop can be a little frustrating from the team's perspective. And you're going to build up all that excitement, and then if you don't come back to them, because you're working with the second largest automation in a different team, then you're gonna that the team's excitement that you've built by working with them and automating their process is just going to die down by the time you get back to them. So it's best to just say, okay, this is the team. This is the most opportunity-rich team to work with. So let's just focus on this team. Let's look at these opportunities, and you could probably have a second squad, a second analyst, who's while the A team is working on automating what you've discovered so far, you could have another team B who's going out and discovering more things about the team that you didn't know. Maybe there are more opportunities throughout the team that you didn't know, so they could be doing that as well. So you could start to map the whole team's landscape and say, okay, where are all the large and easy to implement automations? But obviously by now you would have your shortlist, and you can start focusing a lot deeper now, because you've only got a handful of automation opportunities. You can start to go deeper into these processes, get the process details. You can start filling out a technical questionnaire where you're looking at the real complexities of a process. How many steps does it have? How many decision points? What kind of applications does it use? And even on the back of that, you can start having your tech team, your development team, working on getting access for applications for the developer and the robot, and getting environments set up. So this is your team that you've decided, we're going to work here, because this is where all the opportunities are. Now you can start to get the infrastructure ready for projects, whilst your team is starting to gain confidence. As you can see at the bottom, now we've moved up the confidence level. We're a lot more confident that what we're working on is the right thing to work on. You start getting the different details of the process. You start confirming or refining or validating rather how complex these processes are that you've shortlisted. And then when you have those details, you move on to the next thing, which is the quick wins, because you've validated that yes, we can, from the details of the process, from looking at the process maps and the documentation and understanding the different applications and decision points that this process has, we have determined that this or these very few processes are very easy and very easy and to automate, and are very high in the amount of savings that they can provide. So this is definitely, these three, for example, are definitely what we want to go for. We've created a business case for these three. We want to turn these into projects now. And then these are your quick wins. And then you're very confident that this is the right thing to do. And then you can start to execute an actual automation project. And you know that you've scanned the whole business. You've scanned the whole business. You've looked through all the different departments and teams. You've found the best team. And now you've found the best projects to work with. And you're working with the best of the best of the best. And you've prioritized in a logical, data-backed way to find the best projects to work on, so that you're always, and if you always take this methodology, you're always going to be working on the quickest wins with the highest return on investment projects. And so after you finish these quick wins, there's going to be ones which are the next highest return on investment projects. And you can have that confidence, and business leaders and your sponsors and your stakeholders can have the confidence in you that you're always going to be working on projects which are going to add the biggest impact to the business. And you're not wasting time on something that's too complex or isn't going to deliver that much. And it's a project that's going to be that's unsuitable. You have the confidence that you're in the right place in the right time. And this is how you use this opportunity model. And guys, if you've been with the IA Intelligent Automation Simplified community for a while now, you know that we have our Business at the Speed of Bots book series that we've launched. It's a book collection of 7 books, and we dive into detail about all the different challenges, the key challenges and pitfalls that teams and business leaders come up against, and we've created the book focused on each of those subjects. And so to get more information about this discovery model and how it works and how to operationalize it, you can take a look at these 2 books. These books are probably, out of the series, these are the best, most relevant. So you've got Zoom In, Zoom Out, Zoom In, Build and Launch. And that is exactly what this opportunity model is. It describes this opportunity model, but then you've also got the intelligent automation pipeline, which talks about, how to build a massive pipeline of work, almost, maybe 1 to 2 years worth of automation projects. So your team is going to have a lot of work ready, a lot of projects that they can start working on to help you digitally transform your business and roll this automation out company-wide. So, when you sign up, you'll find the link below. Get on these ebooks, get your heads into these. As part of the community, you can download these ebooks, and then you can also download the checklist. And there's loads of other, like I said, there's 7 ebooks available for our community for free. And also these checklists, there's a lot of tools and checklists, a lot of tools and cheat sheets, which are available for free exclusively to our members. So do sign up, check that out, and keep sharing the community. Let's keep growing, keep feeding back on what more you want to see, and we're just going to keep providing you all the tools that you need to get to your goals. And that is the aim of the AI simplified, the IA, Intelligent Automation Simplified community, to help our members get to their goals as fast as possible by giving you tailored content. So when you sign up, you can personalize your profile so that you get tailored content for whatever specific need and specific role that you have as well. So, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the community. And we're on social media. Reach out to us. Keep feeding back to me. I want to hear about your experiences and how I can, do more for you to get you to where you want to get to. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.